Canada's largest mental health hospital calls for removal of police from front lines for people in crisis. Police are not trained in crisis care.
This post received a score of 39,000, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Teachers as well. They are also not trained to deal with people in crisis, yet it seems that more and more is falling on their plates to manage. How can someone with a degree in literature be asked to support students with serious mental health issues?
They shouldn't have to be. They are trained to teach children. If you have individuals having severe mental health crisis, they should see a doctor, not the teacher. Unfortunately, the funding cuts end up with classrooms overfilled with students, and the teachers have to spend most of their time on a few special needs kids rather than the entire class. The whole system is fucked.
Firefighters are a great example of job creep and scope creep. So they now do medical. Many have fireboats that perform rescue. Many other companies, in effort to save money, try similar things. In order to compete for more money and more funding, they offer more services.
I had a medical emergency on the highway. Pulled over, called 911. A fire truck showed up. They were slow, dismissive of my problems, and while I was laying there gasping for breath, they searched my car and repetitively asked me what drugs I was on. The moment the ambulance arrived, they fucked off. Not in any way shitting on our firemen. But even with training, that's not their job.
I'm an EMT. Firefighters simply don't like medical. It's not what they signed up for. They should absolutely have been better to you, but 70% of their calls are medical and they hate it. I've experienced basically what you're talking about many times, but from the experience of the ambulance. Patients are in a bad mood because the firefighters were shitty to them.
Only had one incident where I called 911 and firefighters were pretty cool. I mean, it was for a fire, so maybe that's it. Anyways, anyone working for the fire department should understand that they are first responders. For no other reason than there are more fire stations than any other emergency service. Why would a firefighter be irritated in dealing with a medical situation?
Yeah, you'd think on day one of the schooling they would tell them most of their calls will be medical. If a firefighter made it to the end and is still bit by about that, then they can get fucked. They do. 70%. They tell everyone constantly, but then they see fires dancing in their eyes and push that out of their minds. They just want to get the medical stuff over with so they can go to their next structure fire.
Homeless are scattered from neighborhood to neighborhood, city to city, province to province, at times given bus tickets to Vancouver. They wither and die on the streets at high rates. They also present more problems for the cops. Outrage about mentally insane people being killed at high rates.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.